Everyone, and welcome back to another lecture. We will talk about a very important topic in our session today. So let's start. We will talk about how to write your CV. So in the beginning, is your CV is very important uh, to make an effort or spending an hours to design it appropriately? Yes, because when you're applying for any research opportunity, your CV is the only method and the valid method that will make you show up among the other applicants for this opportunity. So you should make an effort. You should design this CV appropriately and try to make it professional as much as possible. And this is our agenda. We will talk about CV vis-a-vis a resume and the difference between them. And after that, we will talk about CV sections, different sections in your CV, and font and size or the design of your CV in general. And after that, we will talk about or show a CV example. And the best template, in my opinion, and I prefer it, it's Harvard template for CV and cover letter. And after that, general tips and mistakes, um, because a lot of you did some mistakes I will mention and in the end of this lecture. Okay, what is the difference between CV and resume? Resume is considered a brief form of CV because CV is somehow a detailed form of your curriculum vitae because it's an abbreviation for curriculum vitae. And we are in the medical field usually use CV more than resume. The first section in CV is the professional information. I will mention every section in your CV and what you should mention right under the section. And after that, we will show a real CV, complete CV. And in every section, if something is complicated and you need an example, we will move to a Harvard PDF. I have it here. I highlighted some important points. We will talk about this later. Okay. Regarding the personal information, the first thing you will mention your name and mention your address and your country and your mobile phone. If anyone would like to contact you and your email and it should be valid. And my advice to you to add a professional email. I mean, your institutional email if you are a student or faculty. Your institution, your university are giving you a professional email that the email which end with edu or dot uh, edu. It's a professional email and they give a tone of professionalism. After that, you will move to medical education. You will mention the name of your medical school and your country because some people didn't know your medical school or the institution you got your medical degree from. So you should name your medical school and your country and the year of graduation. It's very important to make sure is it uh, appropriate for the program or not, because some programs need a fresh graduate, so it's a very important thing for program director. After that, you will move to USMLE exams. You should mention the first USMLE step 1 and step 2 and 3, and of course the scores and the date you took the exams. After that, you will move to honors and awards. If you got any awards in your medical school, or ranked in your class, or if you did any research abstract and or presented it in your university and got a prize in this conference or for this presentation, you will mention that in this section. If you got any grants or scholarship or any academic achievements in your medical school, you will mention this in under honors and awards. And you will mention your style will be as following. You will mention the name of the award and the institution that give you this award, and after that a brief description for why you recognize this award, and of course the date, and all across your CV we will put the dates in the right side and the important information in the right in the left side. This will make your CV more organized. Clinical experience, you will if you did any clinical experience in USA or outside USA, you will mention the date of this clinical experience and the place and the type of this clinical experience. Is it hand-on training or elective training or something else? You will mention the specialty and brief description of what we did in in this experience. And of course, you can mention your mentors in if you have a mentor in this elective or in this period of clinical experience. After that, regarding professional membership, you will mention the organization and the date of joining this organization. For example, if you are interested in cardiology or cardiothoracic surgery, you will join an organization like Stroke Heart Association or World Stroke Heart Association. And if you are interested in neuro, you can join the Congress of Neurological Surgeons, and etc. And some organizations joining to this organization depend on the organization itself, because some organizations ask for a fees or subscription for joining the organization, and or just interviewing you and accepting you. And other organization like CNS doesn't require anything, just signing up in the website, and you are in this organization. That's it. The following section, research and experience, it's a very, very, very important section. As an IMG, it's the section that show you up among the American candidates, because the only thing that you can distinguish, make you different from other applicants by this thing is research experience. You will add the dates and titles, and I mean by research experience and not publication. I mean if you have worked in any research lab for example, 1 year, or if you did an elective in any university like Johns Hopkins for 1 month, or anything like this, you will mention the name or the title of this experience, and you will add the date and in the right side, as I mentioned, and you will write the place and your role in this experience, and the brief description of your responsibilities in this experience. And if you if you have a mentor, and of course you have a mentor, you will mention his name or her name. And we want to see an example for this, because this is very important section in your CV, and you should write it very well. For example, Keisha here in research experience, he wrote her research experience as following: Harvard University Medical School, the name of the medical school, and he graduated. He is, you know, her role is graduate researcher with Dr. Elas. So after that, he named the topic, or the topic he worked on, and after that he said or wrote her responsibilities, examined the potential transcription effects of proteasome, and executed genetic screen, and etc. and etc. A description of what he did in this experience. After that, if you have any editorial rules, or if you are an editor or reviewer in any journal, especially in your field, you should write this in this section. You will mention the journal and the date of joining the board of this journal, and a brief description of your role. And you can skip this part of description, because when you're saying that you are a reviewer or editorial in any journal, it's enfolded in the title, the responsibilities you have. So you don't have to mention the description. You can skip this part. And I want to tell you guys that that you should make your CV homogeneous, because you want homogeneous in a specific specialty, because the important thing for when you are applying for a residency is to deliver the program director that you are interested in this specialty, and this will be by your CV. So try to make your CV homogeneous to one specific specialty. If you are an editor, you should be an editor in neurosurgery. If you have publication, you should have publication in neurosurgery. If you have a volunteering work, you should have a volunteering work in your field of interest. So try your best to make your CV homogeneous as much as possible, because this deliver a tone or sense of if you are passionate about this field, and this will increase your rate to be accepted in the opportunity you are applying for, or even for the residency. After that, regarding the publication, I prefer you to subcategorize the section to peer review section, and editorial section, and submitted section, and published abstracts, because actually, you know, peer review articles is hard to publish, and it's or peer review means that an editorial, the editorial board of the journals you submitted this this paper to reviewed this paper carefully, so it's hard to be published. So after that, you will add the editorial papers, because the editorial papers or communications or letters of communications is easy to publish, because you want to deliver the real productivity of your real productivity in research to the program director or anyone who read your CV. And you can also mention the submitted abstract, the submitted papers, and not publish date in this section. And you, after that, you can make a published abstract in separate section, or you can make it under the publication as you would like. After that, you will talk about oral or poster presentations. You will reference your abstract as the following method. I will show you how we can do this thing. I think it's abstract. Yes. Here, you will write your name, and after that, the rest of the authors, and after that, you will mention the title of your paper or your abstract you presented in the conference, and after that, you will mention the conference or the meeting you presented this oral or abstract presentation in, and the place and the date of your presentation. This is how to reference your abstract or mention any abstract or oral presentation you presented in any meeting or conference in your whole life. Okay. After that, you will talk about certificate and license, like ACLS or ADLS certificate, or any life support certificate, and you will mention the date you have got this certificate in. And I mean by certificate and license any educational courses you have got outside your medical school, because pathology course or some histology course or physiology course or neuroanatomy course, all of these courses, all people know that you study these courses in your medical school, so you don't have to mention this in this section. Educational course after that, the same idea, but it's different because it's somehow means the educational courses you have got in in your life, either it's a medical or non-medical courses, but you have or you got a skill from this courses. So for example, statistical course or research course or anything like this, you should mention in this section. You will mention the date of the course, the time from the time you started the course until the time you finish this course in, and after that you will mention the types, online, offline, etc. And the place of this course, if it is offline, you should mention the place the place of this course, and after that describe what you have learned in this educational course. And regarding the online course, as I mentioned, you should mention these courses, but be careful that some people may take a lot of online courses and pay for these courses just because write these courses in CV and make CV their CV bigger, but this is not the right way to do this, especially if you are paying for this. Try to take the courses that you will benefit from it. Like research course or statistical course or computational neuroscience, especially if you are interested in neuroscience field. or EEG analysis or something like this. It's a very beneficial course, and this will be a strong addition in your CV. But the idea is to try to select the most impactful course for you, to make the matter cost effective, the highest value opposite to the less effort and less time. Okay. Not mention any courses like Excel or Word or PowerPoint, because all people know these programs, except if you are a professional in this apps and know everything in these apps. You can mention this, but don't mention that you are or you are skilled in PowerPoint or Word or Excel, and you have a general information about these apps, because it's overfitting in your CV. We don't need this. We need the concise and precise information, and to the point, as some people say. Okay. After that, you will move to community service and volunteering. You will mention any volunteer work you have did in during your middle school or after graduation. You will mention the date. You will mention the place you have this experience in, and what you did in this experience. So the important point for for volunteering at the community service is to determine is it a one-day event, or this event or this volunteering service was for 1 year, for example, and make conscience in this point, because most of the program director prefer to do a community service or volunteering for a large period, because if you are doing or something like you are the president of community service organization that serve the underserved area for example 5 years. Oh wow, that's very interesting, because this show your consistency and in serving, and show your high age. So it's very important that your volunteering not just 1 day or something like this. No, it's good. It's good, and it's an addition on your CV. But try to make a long time or a long period community volunteering, because this is very important thing, especially in the top tier programs, if you are interested in this program. After that, education and leadership, and this part is very important if you are interested also in big program, because the big programs interested in the applicant who had who has the educational experience and leadership experience and research experience, and have a consistency. All these traits should you have, and should prove this all traits in your CV by these sections. These sections illustrate your personality. You illustrate are you fit for this program or not. So work on your CV and make an effort, because this is important thing for your career. So regarding education and leadership section, if you teach your colleagues any subject in your middle school, or if you are a president of any organization like this, because I am the president of Mission Brain organization here in Alexandria. It's a very important thing and good thing. You can mention this in this section. You will mention the date from the beginning until the end, and where this leadership or education activities was. And after that, you will mention your rules in this part. You can take an example, leadership experience. Here, Keisha mentioned the name of the place, Harvard University Medical School, and of course, Boston, and the date. And after that, the role editor and the biological and the biomedical science program, as you see, and and he mentioned after that his responsibilities or her role, but participated in planning content and etc. etc. It was an example. After that, you will talk about your work experience if you are or if you was working as a medical writer or a medical illustrator using BioRender or something like this, or any our statistic. I can't speak this. Have an experience in statistics because I can't speak this word because it's hard for me. So you should write this in this section. You will mention the date, types, and is it online, offline, or the title of your job, and the place. If you if this is a offline job, you should mention the address of your company. If you are working in a CRO company. And after that, you should describe your responsibility. After that, you will talk about your skills. Your skills, especially if you are applying for industry job, because I will mention this in the end of the lecture. Is a industry job different from academic job, and the CV you send to industry job is different totally from the academic job. Every each CV have or has a different traits or practice. After that, you will talk about your language, which language you have, and the level in each language. Sorry. After that, you will talk about hobbies and which hobby you have, and also if you got any awards from this hobbies, you should mention this. For example, if you got a prize for the second place in a regional competition for drawing or singing or something like this, this will be very beneficial. Other sections you can add reference section for a mentors or people you have worked with and their emails to contact with to make anyone able to contact with them and to get a feedback about you from these people. So you should inform these people to that you will mention or write their contact in your CV, and this is a very important thing. Regarding the updating, you should update your CV every week or every month. But don't wait for 1 year to update your CV, because in 1 year a lot of things may happen. So don't be late in updating your CV, and try to update it every month or every week. Don't add any personal traits in your CV because this will be included in the personal statement, and also residency interest will be included in the personal statement. And regarding high school, don't mention anything about high school except it's an expectational event in this period, because your CV should focus on your medical education from your entry to the medical school until the present. Um, because high school is not part of your medical education. So try to focus your CV on your medical education. Regarding the design, it's depends on everyone, but if you want something standard, you should as Harvard template set. And I advise you to read Harvard templates, and there is a box, a text box you should read. After that, should you read the CV itself like this. You should read this box, and after that, you will read the CV and know how this person wrote his CV. And in this box, he say that, or he says that this person was applying for example, for postdoc position, and he already accepted. So this CV is a CV for someone who was accepted for a research position in a university. So you can make benefit from this CV and analyze how he formed it and wrote it and designed it. I will send this file in the group. Okay. Regarding the design, the font is 10, 12, is 10, 11, 12, and the color black. You can use Times New Roman style, as you would like. Regarding the borders, it would be equal for in the four sides and 1 inch. You can make the space between lines 1.5. You can number the page of your CV, but make it simple, like in the bottom of the page. And regarding the borders, you can make a borders around your page to make it more organized. General tips regarding the your CV. I want to advise you that you should have a universal or original CV, or I mean CV that has all of your achievements in your life, but for every single opportunity, you should redesign this CV or pick up the important sections for this opportunity and reorder these sections to show your ability and fitness to this opportunity. I mean, if you are applying for a research position, you should pick up the important sections about research and make it first priority just after educational section and contents. And if you are applying for a clinical position or elective in USA, you will make your clinical experience in the first, etc. You got it? And this is very important thing because this will increase your rate to be accepted. Okay. Regarding the life science and the industry, in the life science CV, and I mean by life science, any science related to the creatures or any living creatures, biology, medicine, psychology, anything related to living creature. Okay. The life science CV, like medicine, in the CV, especially if you are applying for academic position, you should have your publication in the last of your CV just before the reference. This is different in industry CV because in industry CV, your publication um, uh, not very important as in the academic uh, position, but the most important thing in industry job is showing your skills. So the section, the importance of each section differ from um, uh, uh, each from the opportunity or according to the opportunity you are applying for. So make this point in your head and be careful about it. And as I said, you should redesign your CV, and I stress about this point because this is a very important thing. And a lot of people rejected from an amazing opportunities because they don't want to make an effort and redesign it and care about it. No, make an effort. Make an effort. Don't use underline. If you honestly, I don't know why, but Harvard template says that. So you don't use underline. Just if you want to stress maybe something important, just make it point like this, like here. Just bond it. Okay. How to send this is very important point because a lot of you send uh, CVs in a messages or someone sent me him or her CV in a PowerPoint form or inappropriate design. So please send your CV via the method the owner of the opportunity decide, and make sure that your CV is appropriate and professional, and design it in a comfortable way, and this give a tone of respect and tone of professionalism to the owner of the opportunity. Because if you if you sent me your CV in unprofessional way or like this, I will not include you in the opportunity, even if you are the strongest researcher in the world, because this give me some of carelessness. You got it? So make the other people feel you are interested and you are passionate about what they are offering. And in the end, I want to mention this quote. It's necessary to draw up a plan concerning your goals and your calling. So your CV is the method to achieve your goal, and you should work hard on this because your CV is the method to achieve your goal, and in the same time is considered your written plan, and you should revise it every day. And thank you for listening and good luck.